Hello, and welcome to the Introduction to Career Services here at St. Louis University. My name is Amar Arsani, and I'm a career counselor here at our university. Let's go ahead and get started in our presentation here today. So we'll start with some numbers. Recent college students share why they chose to college. About 85% show that they want to get a better job. That was the number one reason. 75% said they want to go to college for training for a specific career. However, only 34% believe that they will be successful in the job market. And that's where we step in. We want to make sure that we're helping our students build confidence to improve their standing in the job market. Now, what are the keys to improve student confidence in their standing in the job market? The first one is to speak often with faculty or staff about their career. That is going to be something that they will be doing with our office, with their assigned career counselor, but also they'll be having conversations with their assigned faculty mentor. Students should have at least one university official initiate a conversation with them about career options. They should believe that their school is committed to helping their student find a rewarding career. With our brand new Career Center, we're hoping to be more centralized in the heart of campus and provide unique opportunities for students. Now, going into what services we provide one-on-one assistance. Our appointments are individualized. We review documents such as resumes, CVs, cover letters. We have a list of online resources, which I'll talk to you a little bit about in a minute here. We have courses for academic credit. We have an entire team dedicated to employer relations, and we provide a variety of different workshops. So what are the reasons for a career counseling appointment? Of course, one of the biggest things that we're trying to develop in our students is a sense of self-awareness and tools to explore their majors and careers. We want to make sure that students understand what pathways fall into various majors. We provide career assessments. We're certified in the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator and the Strong Interest Inventory, for example. We help support students in their internship or job search process. If they're considering doing a gap year program, we help them understand what those gap year program options are. And we also help them start discussing graduate school options. We help students with mock interviews, and we also make sure that we learn career-related skills to gain confidence. That's our big thing here. Now, the next slide you'll see is our Wordle that students filled out about how they felt after a career counseling appointment. And the number one feeling is confidence, which we're trying to help our students build. We critique more than 5,000 resumes per year. We are pretty much experts in this industry. So, reasons to have your resume and cover letter reviewed. If you have a more than one-page resume, you can't figure out how to condense it. Your career goal and resumes do not match. How do we make that match? How do we make a resume align with an actual job description that you're applying for? You've been sending your resume and cover letter to a variety of different employers, but you're not getting a response. So how can we tailor that document and make sure that you are getting that interview? We want to make sure that you have an impactful resume because you really only have 20 to 30 seconds to get that employer to notice your resume. We want to make sure you're a competitive applicant. And also, a lot of the times, if you're applying for graduate school or gap year programs, your professor is going to need your resume for a reference letter. Next, we're going to talk about mock interviews. We want to make sure we are enhancing students' interviewing skills through our individualized feedback. Mock interviews can be through in person, by telephone, or by Skype. We also have an application called Interview Stream, which is our video interviewing application to help students understand and see how they interview. Now, here's a list of a few of our online resources. They're all located on Handshake, which is our online career database. Handshake is a resource where you're having your online resources housed, handouts, you have internships here, jobs here. It is your one-stop. We talked about Interview Stream, but if you're thinking about going abroad, we have an application called Going Global. We have an application called What Can I Do with This Major to help you understand what career options align with your various majors. We have an introductory personality and vocational assessment called So Can You. We have a great application called SLU Visors, which connects our current Billikens to alumni, which are fellow Billikens that want to help support students in their career development journey. And we also have Career Spots, which is our career advice videos. We also teach career courses where we teach career decision making, which is really designed for first year and sophomore students trying to select a major or career to help them understand who they are in the world of work. We also have job search essentials, which helps juniors and seniors learn the skills and resources necessary to conduct a job search. We have a variety of different majors that can connect to various workshops and events. So here's some examples of some of the workshops we've done and some of the events that we are hosting. We're always trying to be new and innovative in our workshops and events. So know that we are going to have a variety of different options for you throughout your academic journey here. Now, our next slide is why should I be doing all of this material? And what skills do employers look for in new college grads? Let's go ahead and talk about our competencies. So, our accrediting body, which is NACE, has these competencies that employers are looking for recent graduates. The first one, of course, is critical thinking and problem solving. These are students' ability to obtain and interpret facts, professionalism, and work ethic. So, for our students who are student workers or doing internships, this sense of work ethic is what you're going to be developing and that professionalism which is expected in a workplace. Now, our next slide is talking about global intercultural fluency, which is the ability for an individual to value, respect, learn from diverse cultures, and an ability to have a sense of openness and inclusivity for all people. We also learn about career management through our competencies. We want to make sure that our students understand their strengths, their areas of development, so they can tackle the workplace and be confident about their skills. We also are going to talk a little bit about the oral written communication piece about our competencies. So that is your ability to clearly articulate your thoughts in a written and verbal format. Of course, there's digital technology. Some of your majors have various platforms in the software that you need to master. And how are we going to develop our skills in that sense to make sure we're ready to tackle those platforms day one in the workplace? And of course, leadership, teamwork, and collaboration. We don't exist on an island in our world of work, so we want to make sure we're learning how to work in teams. We're learning how our student organizations that we're a part of lead to our skills as a leader on campus. Now, the next slides, we're going to look at some data. So our students take an assessment called the First Destination Survey. It starts in April and it continues 6 months after graduation. And so this is a breakdown of what our data shows. 94% of our students had a success rate, 55% were employed, 35% tended to go to post-baccalaureate degree programs, which is graduate school. Some went into those gap year programs, and some went to military service. Our top cities that our students fell into was St. Louis, Chicago, Denver, Kansas City, and Omaha. Our top employers are BJC Healthcare, SSM Health, St. Louis University, Boeing, and Mercy Hospital. And do note that just because there's a lot of hospitals listed doesn't mean that there aren't other types of positions. For example, in hospitals, there's administrative positions, there are positions related to supply chain, so on and so forth. I want to thank you all for your time here today. This is a little bit of information about how students make appointments. We have an online appointment system called EAB Navigate. And of course, we want to thank you for listening to our presentation. Here is our social media if you ever want to read a little bit about what we do in our day-to-day life. Thank you, and I look forward to talking to you in the future.